Hello everybody. I don't know if my top down's fully working tonight. It already went purple twice in like the last 5 minutes. So we shall see. Joining from the airport. Hi Trapped, how you doing? Yep, I'm pretty bummed. Pretty bummed. What's wrong with the color purple? Well, it's working right now. It's probably going to transform in a bit. We'll see. At least the side camera works. Honestly, man, without getting into specifics, guys, this December has kind of sucked.
Hello, Mr. Otos.
Roman,
GMK couple
thank you
looks
so much for
slick
the
on
tier
that
one, man.
KC.
Dude, I've been using it all day. It's such a nice board. I'm just monitoring the camera. It's so nice. Why are you bummed? Just a lot of stuff. Too many things, man. Too many, like, things going on. Then, on top of that, like, the extra slap in the face was the camera dying. That was the other slap in the face. So it's going to be like... I'm probably just going to swap out both Fujis, just because I'd rather have this as a backup camera, just in case. So I'm probably just going to pick up 2 Sonys and 2 lenses. So, bye-bye money. Hi, Morer. How you doing? Alex, phone camera stream? I really should, huh? Pretty sure you said Pacifics? I probably did.
Hi, Alex. Hi, chat.
Hi, Purple. How you doing? Let's see. Is it switched yet? Is it purple? Oh, we're still good. We're still good. Can you sell the dead cameras? No, I have 3 total now, so including this XS20, the one that's currently the top-down camera. So I'm probably just gonna send them all into Fuji. It's gonna be a very expensive January. Well, I guess January/December, because I'm gonna get all of them fixed. But I think my plan is to get them all fixed and then test it by the service center, and I'm probably just gonna either sell them or keep one. Like I kind of want to keep my XT4. Like that one there I'll probably just keep, but I'll probably just get rid of the rest of them and try to recoup some money. They basically told me when I called in that if it's a processor that died, which it sounds like it is, they said expect anywhere from $600 to $900 per camera, and I told them which cameras. So, quite frankly, it doesn't even make sense why one part costs, like one piece of service costs that much, when the whole camera is like $200 more. You know? So I'm a little bit kind of like, I think they're taking me for a ride here, but like I googled some other people who said they had the same prices. I know. Well, yeah, that's why I'm not going to use Fuji anymore for streaming camera stuff. I think that I am fully over them. Thank you, Chief. Appreciate it, man.
Hello, Alex, man. Thank you for streaming at this time. This is exactly what I needed at 4 PM on a Friday after a hectic week at work.
We're here together. We're here to hang out. I'm here to vibe. It's been a long day. It's been an annoying day. So we're here, bro. Ooh, my camera hates me right now. Isn't this a known issue with a lot of modern cameras? So the issue isn't as simple as, from what I understand and what I was kind of explained to, the issue isn't so much like a joint of solder has cracked, which apparently can be causing a lot of these problems as well. The issue is more the processor. Something with the processor can't manage the voltage from the battery. So I have most of my cameras plugged in via USB-C with like the standard battery, and it doesn't like basically the heat from all this voltage, so eventually it just kind of dies. So unfortunately, I think that's what probably happened to all of these. But it's okay. I think it was bound to happen and kind of necessary, because I think I've been saying that I've been wanting to swap off of Fuji for a while, so just because I knew this day was coming soon, so it is what it is. Fuse, thank you so much. Still sucks? Yeah, it does. But you know what? I guess one bright side is it kind of forces me to... Damn, dude. Thank you, sure. Appreciate that, man. And also, thank you, Fuse and Chief and Purple and Roman. It kind of forces me to, like, I guess, adapt and do new things, I guess, sort of. Not really, maybe, I don't know. Some silver lining there. Also, other silver lining, we'll do a giveaway right now. How about that? How about we do a quick little giveaway? Because the giveaways are still happening until December 25th. How about we do a little Onibi TKL? How about that? Let me set this up. Oh wait, is Adam here to remove the banned term? Oh shit. Hold on. Can someone type exclamation point ticket? Oh my goodness. Mod check? Okay, we're good, we're good. We can do it. Create and start. Wait, failed to create. Pardonnez-moi? Huh? Hold on one sec, guys. Let me refresh this page. 1 second, guys. 1 second. So nice. There we go. There we go. Little Onibi TKL giveaway. Why not? Let's see. Is my camera still okay? Ooh, looks like we're okay. Maybe we should do the unboxing while the camera's still good. We are looking at the Soul65. So nice. Thank you. This is done by Kosol, I believe, studio. They've done a Soul 70, I think, prior to this. Also, Key Geek, thank you so much for the tier 1. But they've done a Soul 70, I believe, or just another board prior to this. I actually had not heard of the other bull. I have not heard of the other keyboard. Thinking of Bull here because he's a designer. Bull's always on my mind, you know. But I had not heard of the other keyboard. This is my first time seeing this particular one. This will be ran by Kibu at actually a pretty good price. They did send this over for me to take a look at. Ooh, we'll go over the specs, but I figured maybe let's do the unboxing first. Oh wow, this is actually a beautiful color. Whoa. Actually, this is quite unique. So I had seen the photos, and I was even looking at them before stream, kind of humming and hawing whether or not I like this in person, but actually this is... Let me get this... You know what, let me just move my key cult out of the way here, because this is actually too big of a chunky boy right now, and let me just move this off the desk. It's a little too chunky for my wanting on my desk right now. Let's plug this guy in. Top-down cam does not like that. Did it freak out? Dude, this is... Please, camera, please. This is quite nice. Yeah, the top camera, guys, just leave it be for now. It's sort of working. We'll just use it as a picture mode, and then we'll swap to the side camera. Oops. You know what? I kind of like this little top-down... or I don't even know what to call this. This little inset border that's kind of machined. That's pretty. We have the word soul on the inside, which also can help diffuse some of the sound and help sound waves bounce around differently. Thank you, Moore. I appreciate it. Thank you, dude. We have some RGB elements, so if you guys look at the webpage that's on the link, these are some RGB elements over here, which is pretty cool. For a side profile, ignore some little... you know what? I would say the side profile is different. I wouldn't say this is too bad at all. Not bad. A little bit more boxed off, which I guess kind of goes with the bottom of this keyboard, but first let's look at the back. I like this. Big chunk of this. This is a beautiful color, by the way. Very, very pretty color. And then we have the bottom, which this is pretty cool too. Powered by Kosol since 2021. We have this cool little Thunderbolt with this little stepped machining pattern, which actually looks pretty cool. There are other ways you can build this with like copper mid pieces and stuff. I believe this is the all aluminum one. This is pretty. You know what? I gotta say, this is quite pretty. The Thunderbolt is kind of cute. I will admit. Little JST connector. That's a non-standard daughter board there in the back. I would say maybe the only thing I'm not like huge on, but you know what? I appreciate the message, is it says make it happen here on the front. Maybe I'm not huge on it, but you know what? I still think that's not too bad. It's pretty. All right. Let's take a look at the web page itself, because I feel like that's an... Actually, you know what? Let's draw the winner for the Onibi first, because it's been 4 minutes. Last chance to join the Onibi giveaway, guys. Last chance. Give you guys one more second here. Good luck, everyone. This is going to be a fun one. And then next up on the giveaway list is a QK65 Mark III, so the new one. That'll be at 270 subs. All right, I'm going to draw it now. Winner is Weesh. Congratulations, Weesh. Is Weesh in chat? I'm Weesh. There you are, dude. Soundtrack, thank you so much for 34 months, man. Weesh, if you can message me, I'm going to send everyone all these winners so far. So I'm in Ghost, Solanatis, Tan, Isapi, and Weesh. I'll send you guys it probably after the holidays or maybe even before. But I won't be shipping until after the holidays just because shipping right now is chaotic as all heck. But congratulations, man. Absolute congrats. All right. Sorry, guys. If you guys see me looking up this stream, it's because I'm making sure my camera hasn't died. All right. Let's all take a look together at the webpage, shall we? Dude, you called it last stream. Congrats, Weesh. Did Weesh call it? That's crazy, dude. All right. Let me share my screen here. Thanks for tuning in, by the way, guys. I know it's like getting close to the holidays. It's Friday. I hope everyone's having a good day today, man. I really do. Actually, before we even fully get started, just because I wanted to get the unboxing done while the camera didn't freak out on me. How you guys doing? I thought you were praying to the camera gods. I don't know. I gotta make that. I gotta honestly probably place the order tonight. So probably after I'm done streaming, I need to decide which cameras I'm getting and stuff. Damn, dude. Aka, thank you so much for the 10 tier ones. I really appreciate it, man. It's the weekend, so I'm focusing on that positive. You know, tomorrow we don't have a whole lot to do. I was thinking about doing some extra work, but yeah, I think I just need the day off to run some errands. What's wrong with the camera? I don't know if it'll do it. I hope it doesn't do it. But basically, the processor's dead, just like the other two. The other two won't even turn on. The processors are fully kaput on them, and they're expensive fixes. And honestly, it is what it is. It's already happened twice. I've learned my lesson now 3 times, and I'm a fool, right? So I guess I'm the fool here. Not long, but it's out of warranty. I thought I applied for some sort of extended warranty, but I didn't. I just applied for the standard warranty. There is no such thing as extended with Fuji. It's only a year, which really makes you think, actually, right? Only a year for warranty? A lot of other camera companies, at least like when you do any sort of extra warranty, it's like 3. It's a Fuji XS20. Can I be real with you? Most of these Fuji cameras I've had so far have had issues. I've owned a lot of cameras. I've owned a shit ton of cameras. Some with more annoying issues, some with like, Fuji's, the most issue-ridden cameras to date. If I could tell you guys one thing, they're great. I love shooting on them. I would not expect them to last. So, cameras are so expensive, a 1-year warranty on them is crazy. That's what I'm saying, man. Past that though, the day's been okay. How's your day been, guys? How's everyone's day been? I hope good. Which camera has been the most reliable? The Sony a7R II, which is what I'm using as a face cam right now. Not only does that probably have like 40 or 50,000 shots on it, which is an okay number, but it has tons of hours of use. So, believe it or not, my Sony camera has been the most reliable. I've had other cameras. My Nikon stuff had always been semi-reliable, except for one mechanical shutter issue, one time ever, which honestly, that didn't even bug me because I use those cameras for work and it was like a non-issue, but my gift shopping's almost done. Not too excited over how much I spent. Okay, I don't mean to be on the negative train today, but does anyone else feel like Christmas shopping this year has been insanely expensive? We didn't even get a lot, but the few things we picked up have been like absolutely crazy, dude. It has been absolutely wild for the few things that we've picked up. Some of the people I work with do photography on the side and they always say Sony or Nikon. Yeah, I'm like normally not someone to pick up like bad gear, but like, oh my god, dude. Fuji was great at first and now they're just terrible. Everything in the UK is expensive now. What would you say has like gone up the most? What would you say in your opinion? I made like big purchases for my immediate family and still have some. Dude, the extended family's where it's at, right? Like that's gonna be the expensive bits. RAM, dude, RAM is so stupid right now. I was talking with a friend who wants to build a computer, and he can't because RAM's like ridiculous right now. It's so stupid. Bro, I don't even want to talk about what I spent on my kids this year. Zeke, it's crazy this year, bro. Hey, How's everyone hanging in there, though? Hopefully everyone's been good. If it's been a rough month for you guys, too, I love you guys. We're here together. We're into this together, guys. It's like $500 for 32 gigs. It's stupid. It's really, really stupid. Actually, okay, it's still working. I don't feel like looking up. By the way, you think RAM prices are up? Next year, GPU prices are going to go crazy with NVIDIA's latest announcement? I mean, like, I'm like not surprised at this point, you know? Food, groceries, bills have gone up by 50% in the same stuff. Shrinkflation, shrinkflation's crazy right now. All my homies hate AI. True, big true, honestly. Crucial's cooked, and they're crooked, bro. That's super crooked if you ask me. In August, I was looking at some RAM for like 90, now it's 500. Even the SSDs are apparently going to go up. Well, at the end of the day, guys, support your fellow people, you know. Thank you very much for 5 tier 1s, man. Support each other. We're in this hobby together. We're in this world together, you know. Did you get a fragment TKL, or were you allowed to keep the prototype? I sent back the PCB. And I'm pretty positive I'm allowed to keep the prototype. So I'm keeping that, although I most likely am picking up... Well, actually, I bought one for a client, so I bought on behalf of a client, and then I'm probably going to pick myself up. I'm going to add to my order some of the different wood accents. So, nice board. Honestly, there's been some good TKLs this year. Would you say Hot Swap is taking over Hot Solder? It's been taking over. It's not unfortunate, like it's good to have stuff that's accessible, but you know, it is what it is. Jonathan, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that, dude. Thank you, bro. Eat more pancakes? Oh, fuck, that's what I forgot to get. I wanted to get chocolate chips for pancakes this weekend. All right, let's take a look now at the webpage for this keyboard, guys, shall we? I think it's time. We can look now. All right. The Soul65 group buy. Soul65. We have... so this kind of makes no sense if you're reading this, because you have to understand they've designed another board. But they designed the concept of the Soul65, continues their design of their previous, which is, again, the other Soul board. We can kind of skip some of that. But it's going to be live... I think it's live soon, or... maybe next week or something. I actually don't know when it's going live. But here's the pricing. It's $184 for the aluminum middle frame, which is like the one I think I have. Group buy in 2026. I think it's 2026. The brass middle frame is $310, and then the copper middle frame is $325. I would say, like I told you guys at the beginning, really good prices even for the copper. And then if you want extra PC cases, add-ons, those will be $90. So I would say pretty damn good prices. We can skip down to over here. It's going to be Kibu and Keyspensary. And then I remember reading something about Tariffs. Here it is. For U.S. orders purchased from Kibu, we will cover the U.S. duty fees. That means no additional charges. Pretty awesome. I think that also adds to the value of these prices here as well. Thank you, Jonathan. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that, bro. That's so kind of you. Damn. If I could give you a big old hug right now. We have a win key option, aluminum case, silicone gasket mount, aluminum plate, and then we have either aluminum, brass, or copper. And then we got a PCB, that is 1.6 mil. It comes in either solder or hot swap. I'm not sure what we have today. So the front height's a little deceptive. I just want to point this out right now. So I was doing my research, my due diligence about the board. It's 17 millimeters, but I believe it's considered 17 millimeters from like, because it does not that it has a little well, I think they're measuring it from the bottom, like where the chamfer is. I think they're measuring it from there. I can double check, unless that was just the sketch on the other web page, but I think it's actually said it was supposed to be 18.1. But this number is the number that would make the most sense, which is the keycap height. So I would say follow this number, and the EKH being about 21 is the most sense, and it is very comfortable in that sense. If you guys are wondering like what makes a comfortable front height, I typically like anything between 16 to 20. When it comes to the front height of a keyboard, not the EKH, this obviously still, even if it's 18.1, falls into that parameter. It's about 1.24 kilograms, and then comes with, I'd say, your standard fare of stuff. It comes with a case, a badge, a plate, the PCB, foam packages, and gaskets. Mine came in a cardboard box, which I'm not too sure if that constitutes as the case. And then we have colors, which we have lilac, which is really pretty. Actually, that is really pretty. Can I scroll down here? No, we can't. Okay. We have light gray. I'd say this is the most neutral of all the colors, if you were looking for something like that. We have the dark copper, which is what I have, which is this kind of, yeah, I guess they're calling it coffee. This is probably my favorite color of all of them. Then they have this actually really nice, like, glacier blue. I think this is also really pretty. Then we have a silver plus navy, my least favorite of all the colors, to be completely honest, but again, this is subjective. And then we have lilac plus copper middle frame. I guess this is to show off the copper. The copper would have been interesting for today. And then we have the PC version, which the PC version is kind of hot. I'm not going to lie. This is kind of a hot board with PC. This board and PC, when I was looking at the photos before the stream, I was like, oof. I don't know if we'll get this today, but the PC one looks stunning. And then we have our PCB layout supports, which this is the hot swap. I'm not sure about the solder, but the hot swap looks fairly limited. And that's it. Now we can actually start building the board. Meta, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that, bro. Thank you, thank you. Is it okay? We're still good. Now we can start building our keyboard today. Thank you, Meta. Thank you, everyone, for supporting my channel. Actually, maybe this is sappy or something, dude. Thank you guys for constantly believing in me over the last like 5 years. I have been, and I hope I don't ever let you guys down. I have been doing my absolute fucking best to make sure that everything that comes through my presence, my door, that I am not only reviewing but also showcasing and taking a look at. I look at it with the most honest take possible. I don't know. Maybe I'm just taking it like, maybe I'm just being too sappy or something, but thank you guys for continuing to trust me. I have no intention of ever changing. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for always believing, you know. I came back 2 years later, and you're the first channel I ran to. Thank you so much, Deadeye. But thank us more often, okay? Okay, we'll do, Scooped. Respect, thank you, You don't need to thank us? No, I do need to thank you guys. Honestly, there are people who, like, think it's weird. I can never win. It's either I'm too harsh or not harsh enough or whatever, and sometimes I read those comments and I'm just like, dude, I can never win, bro. Never. So I don't ever want to alter the way I do things. I know. So I'm going to continue just doing what I'm doing, you know. I'm just going to continue doing the best that I can. You know, just keep it a buck with you guys. Keep it open-minded, but also keep it a buck, you know. All right. Now we can open up... I guess, do we open this first? Not really. We can open up the accessories, though. Alex, you light up the rum? Not the rum. Ooh, I love little boxes like this, where you gotta unwind it. I don't know why this is so satisfactory. Whoa. Interesting color plate. I think this might be for a different unit, by the way. I don't think this lilac is supposed to be for this, but I wonder if we get options for the color plate. That would be nice to see and nice to know. We have foam, and then we have our PCB. This is the hot swap PCB. And a bunch of other stuff in here too. We have gaskets, or no, these gaskets? Are these force brake pads? I'm not too sure. No, these are the gaskets. I'm guessing these are force brake pads. And then it looks like we have some LED diffuser blocker things here, so. Yeah, whispers are the one wish. Thank you so much, man. Never be afraid to speak your mind or let out some good feelings. I mean, I I'm not looking for any comments on this, by the way, so you don't have to. You can just nod. Sometimes I think sometimes I don't do a good job, or sometimes like, man, like, I mean, I'll just be honest with you guys. Like, okay, the Nama build, for example, I feel like I built that to the best of my ability, you know, and I thought I pointed out a lot of things that I felt like could have worked better, but it was like two polar opposites of, hey, you pointed out too much, or hey, why aren't you saying outright that you hate or despise this keyboard? And it was just a lot of both sides messaging me, DMing me, sending me emails, and it was like, dude, I don't know what else to say. Like, dude, Satori, I don't know, man. The Nama Backlash is kind of weird, was fair and a good review. It's... Hey, you know what? The reason why I'm doing another one is literally because I had some really kind people ask me to see it with some different switches that actually want to make the purchase. So I figured I can at least do it for them. And guess what? It's okay. Others can like things you don't. That's what I'm saying too, right? I don't know. I wouldn't call it as far as a train wreck. I just think it feels like the internals just feel messy. And I think the externals, they look good. Like, it's a subjective thing anyways, right? The lead-in is really bad in this hobby. Yeah, and you know what? I'm going to call out this too. Again, I'm calling this out not for anyone to, like, headhunt here, okay? Over the last few weeks, I've been kind of secluded in our own server. This and Novel Keys server. And I've been trying to like pop in and out and read different discussions in different servers. Some of the stuff I read about keyboards, guys, like these pieces of aluminum, it's just vile. Like, there was a few that I read that people are wishing like harm to designers and people like that, regardless of what they did. But it's like, holy shit, just like calm down. It's a keyboard. It's a luxury item. You didn't even have to buy it. And even if someone did kind of rip you off in a way, like, you don't need to resort to that, you know? You don't need to, you don't need to do that. We don't need to, and a lot of the stuff that I was reading wasn't even that crazy of a situation. Not an excuse for either side of the thing there, but just chill. I saw some about even some other keyboard content creators people were wishing bad things on. Just chill. They're just keyboards. And guess what? You have the power to not watch those people. Just chill. Everyone just needs to truly just take a step back and realize they're just keyboards. It's not that serious. And if you're super passionate about it to the point where you're, feeling hatred and anger, that's no longer passion, my guy. That's an obsession. You need to chill. Just reel it back in. Anyways, I don't know if anyone needs to hear that, but some of the stuff, man, was crazy. Yeah, my $10 logic does the same thing. I like the enthusiast side. I hope it never leaves. I think elitists are bad, but also the people who don't understand expensive boards. It's both sides, guys. People can still make $700 boards and enjoy. I think there's room for everything in the hobby. Literally room for everything in the hobby. And not everything's going to be good. Not everything's going to be bad. Not everything's going to be your thing. So, at the end of the day, like I said, hopefully people find their show. Imagine waking up and being like, I'm going to gatekeep keyboards. I know. Alright. Here is our PCB, the Soul65 PCB. We have one option on this. I would have liked to see more. Obviously, if you want more, get the solder. Just pick up the solder unit, but I would have liked to see some more stuff on this. I feel like we could have done even split backspace. I feel like, I don't know for sure. I don't know for certain, but I feel like maybe we could have thrown in different space bars here for the hot swap unit. I don't know if the hot swap sockets would have impacted the bottom of the case. Sometimes that does happen. But, yeah, I would say it's a standard fare. You get stepped or regular caps lock. You don't get a whole hell of a lot. But yeah, that's our PCB for today. And then our plate is fairly simple. We don't have a crazy plate here. We have fairly simple little gasket tabs that are these little tabs here on the plate. So very straightforward, no leaf springs, no nothing like that. And then we have some silicone gasket tabs, which, you know, this little combination of stuff can sound really good. I will say I don't love the mounting points for all of these, but thankfully these are silicone. We can take them off if we want. Like what I would have done, again, this is not a rule of thumb, but what I personally like and what I find a lot of people end up liking is just the gaskets to be moved over a little bit. That way there, the space bar doesn't end up getting super duper stiff. Again, not a rule of thumb. This is my preference, but I have noticed that a lot of people end up really liking that, and this is talking with clients and people over the years, so my input there, not objectively bad, but just something to point out. But cool, let's start getting some stabs ready. We're gonna do cherry clip-ins. Oh wait, I think I need to go find a 6.25U stab then, which I probably should have somewhere. This hot swap PCB is for 6.25U. I don't know the layout of the solder because they don't have it on the website, but I would assume that the solder PCB gives you more options. I would like to see the solder layout, you know, obviously make your decision off of that as well. But yeah, they don't got a solder layout here. What switches are you using? Milky yellows. Good old milky yellows, dude. Eve 65 will probably be next week. So I'll promise you guys the Eve 65 will get done within the next like 7 business days. Does 7U sound better? It's preference. There's nothing wrong with the 6.25U. I just like the way it looks. That's it. Me personally, it's just a look thing. You can get whatever you'd like at the end of the day and hopefully be happy with it. A ball spin? I like 10U better. Some people do. Some people do. The orange keyboard is a Bauer Light. Eternal spin of the spotless mind. Pardonnez-moi. 15U is funny. 15U is craziest. That's what 15U is. It is wild. Let me go find a 6.25U wire just because I don't usually have those handy. Let's see. These are all 7U. Oh, baby. I got one. Drop the lid. I thought this was one of those hinge lids, but it wasn't. Oh. Side talk, open question for those who've been following attractions. San Diego SeaWorld or Beach Aquarium for a day, and why? Dude, I don't know the last time I went to any attractions at all. One day. I like doing those things. Those things are kind of fun, you know? They are kind of fun. I like them. Alrighty. My hair today has headphone hair because, did I tell you guys? I got my headphones working. The new cable made them work, dude. So I've been listening to music with my headphones that I haven't really touched in 2 years because I wasn't sure what was wrong with them, and it ended up being the cable died. Yeah, dude, honestly, it's been so nice listening to music again with not my AirPods. What headphones? They're Rawson Rad Zeros. They're a planar magnetic headphone. Nice tones in this keyboard. Asking for sloth. I think sloth might be a must. It might be a must on this board. I think it just makes sense. Yeah, it was a simple fix. I mean, I say simple, but I made a boo-boo purchasing something to fix it ahead of time. So it wasn't expensive, but it was about 25 bucks, and I had bought a cable just because I thought this particular headphone accepted any universal cable. And originally, I had actually written off the cable as the problem because I wasn't aware that it has reverse polarity in the cable. And it specifically needs to be assembled to fit this headphone. And then I found someone who does custom cables that wasn't expensive, and I got it done. I don't have Spotify. I have Apple Music. And honestly, I don't even know where that Apple Music thing went. There's a wolf sanctuary in Alberta that is so flippin' cool. Oh, really? If there is something like that around you, it's an amazing experience. So do you just like get to view from afar, or how does that work? Best keycaps to fit a black TKL. Shoshin. Wait, where can I order bulk cherry clip-ins? K-Peg, order them from Mouser. Hopefully you can do both full foam and non-foam for the Eve. Does the Eve come with a foam kit? Does anyone know? We can definitely do both. I only ordered... Oh, actually, I don't know. Was that a separate purchase? Eve comes with foam? Okay. Will there be a rerun of MTNU WOB? I'm not sure. Did you order a 1.6mm PCB? I didn't know I had to. Was I supposed to? Wait, did the Eve not come with a PCB? I haven't opened the box yet. Did I screw up buying that? Eve 65. I thought it came with one. Oh, it does come with one. I'm not too pressed if it's 1.2. Do you use a DAC amp with your Rossins? Yes and no. I bought a DAC amp, a really cheapy one, but I'm returning it just because it has problems. But I've been kind of just plugging it into that, but I plan to just go back to my onboard. I don't know what DAC amp to buy. A lot of people have been saying the shit stuff, but I'm going to be completely frank with you guys. If I have to replace cameras, I can kiss that dream of buying a small DAC amp goodbye. I'm gonna wait for that, man. I think that might be like a late next year type of purchase. That might be like a Christmas present from me next year, dude. That is a little bit off the playing cards right now. Yeah, there's some decent ones that I thought were about $100. The one I picked up from Amazon was about $100, but there's another one I saw that was $80 that I'm gonna try. Because I'm gonna return this one and pick it up, but if that sucks, I'm not gonna bother. Do camera companies sponsor creators? I don't know. Honestly, I have no clue. Actually, we'll use this brush. I'm sure they do, but I don't think I'm the type of creator to get sponsored by a camera company. I've also put out requests just because like cameras are something that I would love to get sponsored for and not feel terrible about because I used cameras for my streaming setup, but I've never gotten a response back. So I'm not too sure if they do sponsorships for people outside of like non-reviewing camera people. I've seen street photographers get sponsored for film. Yeah, I've also seen like photographers get sponsored for reviews and just like use my camera, like you're a famous photographer type thing, but they make no difference other than features, just need a DAC that doesn't have noise floor. Oh yeah, the power is more what I'm looking for. I know planar magnetics take a little bit of extra punch. They do take a little extra oomph. Dude, the Apple dongle is kind of a mystery device, right? It's like, what, 10, 15 bucks? I don't know if it's still 10, 15 bucks. I have an old one. But plugging that in is kind of a weird thing. It's a kind of killer little DAC. It's pretty damn good. Have you guys had any experience with the Atelier Magnus and their stuff? Atelier Magnus. Do you have a link, Tan? They do sponsors. I have some friends that are sponsored or received sponsored offers. Oh, that's pretty cool. I'm guessing they're professional photographers in the sense where they do more photography work and show off their cameras. No, Mendy. It's my headset. I don't think it's the amp DAC, but the amp DAC has another little problem that I'm not a big fan of. The microphone in, I tried a regular microphone, and it sounds horrendous. Plugging it onto the back of the computer made way more sense and sounded better. So, what are you guys talking about, Alex? You're a professional photographer? Thanks, man. I don't know. Maybe I can reach out, but I have no clue. I have absolutely no clue if they'd sponsor. But I don't really have the time to wait for all that stuff to go through, because kind of in a pickle. To be honest, I tried audiophile stuff for a bit, but it all sounds the same to me, so I stick with my HD6X starter pair. Dude, the HD6XXs are insane though. So I wouldn't even feel bad for saying that you're sticking with that. Don't even feel bad in the slightest, dude. Not in the slightest. Dude, they are goated, right? You know what I tried at a store one time? Was those HD 800s or whatever? Those really big ones? Holy shit, those sound insane. But those things have a pretty hefty price tag to them. I remember I went into a headphone store. Actually, this is a funny story. And they, like in some headphone stores, they have listening rooms, right? So I went into a listening room, and the guy was helping me out, and he brought me in some like IEMs, and they give you like these temporary like little. You open them yourselves, and you use like little ear tip thingies, like so it's sanitary. And he goes, "I'm gonna show you like 5 IEMs. Like, tell me which one you want." Just like he was trying to sell me on some stuff. So I was like, okay, cool. So I closed my eyes, put on some like IEMs. Dude, there was an IEM he gave me. It was like the second pair, and I just remember closing my eyes, listening to this thing, and at one point I had to open my eyes, being like, is there speakers playing? Like, why is the sound stage so crazy big? I then was like, yo, what was that second IEM? And I'll never forget, he's like, it was the Con Audio, whatever it was. I was like, cool, how much is that one? He hits me with, it's $3,500. And I was like, damn, bro, I ain't got that kind of coin right now. And I remember thinking there's a whole other world of like, some really crazy stuff that's just like way out of my budget. But dude, that was so, I think it was Noble Audio. That was such a good IEM. Like it was so good, dude. So good. But in terms of like diminishing returns, you can pick up something for like 1/4 the price and get almost there. But yeah, there was definitely some extra sparkle to something that expensive, I suppose. I love headphones so much, but it's so hot where I am. Oh, dude, yeah, I would not bother with that. I get you. I get you.
2 years of builds.
That he was like, thank you so much, Cash. I appreciate it, man. If Alex gets a Hasselblad sponsorship, I actually already reached out to them once, and I got no response back. Don't forget too, guys, I hate to say this, I actually don't get a lot of opportunities for sponsorships too, or I don't get it looked at as much because I'm in Canada. A lot of people actually don't look at Canadian sponsors or sponsorees or whatever you want to call them. All right, 2 more to go. Actually, 3 more to go. No, yeah, 2 more to go. Have you tried local camera shops for some kind of referral partnership? I don't think I have, actually, no. That actually would be a pretty good idea, huh? Sponsored by Big Maple? Alex, just come move to Cali? How's the weather right now? Why are Canadians not considered? Okay, here's a story for you. One time, a brand reached out for... Two brands, actually. I can tell you 2 separate stories. One was for a computer monitor, sort of actually kind of recent. And then the other one was a little while ago for a standing desk and chair. we were in the works of talking, and the moment I told them, I'm like, yeah, here's my shipping address, and it was in Canada, they said, oh, this is going to cost us way too much to get there. Forget about it. Which kind of made sense, but also kind of sucky. And then the computer monitor, they asked like way ahead of time. No, the LG is a totally different story. They just straight up told me that they want to work with people in the US only, that there wasn't a big enough market for Canadians, which I feel like doesn't really make a whole hell of a lot of sense because anyone can watch your content, but I guess I get it. It's actually really nice even here in Toronto today too. 24 Celsius is kind of nice, man. Yeah, it was like 3 or 4 Celsius here, which was kind of, it felt a little bit weird because you can go outside and not have to like bundle up. But it was kind of nice. I didn't mind it at all. Watching you from Turkey. Thank you. When's the Neo 98? That will be the last week of the month. So I'll be doing that last... both the Neo boards will be last week. Alright, now we got this. You're Canadian? Holy shit, unsubscribe. Yeah, leave him. Get him out of here. Gotta make sure the wire's the right size, you know? Always balance your stuff, too. We don't want little mistakes like that. We're all buying the same shit. Yeah. It is what it is, though. I'm not your subscriber, pal. I'm not your pal, buddy. Canada gets shafted a lot when it comes to tech, not gonna lie. Yeah, it's weird. I still really haven't wrapped my head around it fully, but it is what it is. What are you supposed to do? We had rain in Alberta on Wednesday. It was like 15 degrees Celsius. Then we had a crazy blizzard. Dude, you know what's crazy, though? The winds have been wild this year. The winds have been pretty crazy. Yeah, perfect. What the fuck is a kilometer? Hey, leave our kilometers alone, dude. Yeah, the winds have been crazy. I just hear the wind howling like every night. Dude, today I tried to create 2 pretty decent keyboards. Can you check out the short snippet from the stream? I'm interested in your professional opinion. Can you check out a short snippet from the stream? Your stream, Ace? Let me click it. Let me go see. Let's go. Okay, I gotta say this. Let me, hold on. Ooh, whoa. We're not ending stream. Stop. Hold on. Thank you, Chi. I appreciate it, man. I gotta say, man, your camera is so much fun. Take a look at this, guys. Your camera is so much fun. I love your camera angle. So this is a Sadu V... You know I've never built this board at all. Are these both the same boards? A V2 and a V3? Nice! I mean, dude, they sound good. I love the camera angle, man. That's so cool. Love that, bro. That is so cool. I'm a tradesperson in BC, so we're doing imperial and metric conversion all the time. Dude, honestly, I feel like I do it all the time too. I feel like the conversion is just a daily occurrence for me these days. I think they both sound good, man. If Alex's new top-down become a fisheye, we know where the inspiration comes from. I don't know, like, I'm pretty sure I'm just going to pick up... Actually, here's the camera. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to pick up a kit lens, but I'm also, like, not sure... I feel like if I have to spend money upgrading, or not upgrading, but just, like, redoing things, maybe there's a cool thing I can do to make the stream look better. I recently worked on the lighting a lot in my stream to make the side camera look even better. So I think I'm already happy with this. This I don't think I'm going to do anything too crazy to. The only thing that I can possibly think of is converting a working camera body, maybe just biting the bullet and keep using the X-T3 for the side. Maybe picking up 2 Sonys and making one a macro, and just do a macro cam or something to show off small parts, and finally throw in that 4th camera like I've been wanting. Although that also means I have to pick up way more other stuff too. Oh man, I don't know. A tilt shift would be interesting, huh? Yeah, there'd be some fun stuff I could probably do. Like I said, the silver lining to a otherwise unfortunate situation is it forces me to get out of my comfort zone a little bit, so to speak. Alex body cam? That'd be funny. Just use your phone? I don't got a phone, Adam. There's Adam, we can end stream. Damn, is Jura and Adam gonna fight right now, dude? Tilt shift is only interesting if you're really far. You know what? I guess you're right. I've never really used a tilt shift lens up close for anything. I've used it far, like way back in the day when I was in high school. But yeah, I don't know if I used it up close. Did it even do anything? I actually don't know. Wish I can snap those wires that quick as well. It's all experience. Eventually you will just you'll know. Near, far, wherever you are. We don't need to fight in here. He can just come. Thanks for your opinion. I understand about half of it. Sorry. Oh, I just think it's good, bro. The keyboard's really good. It sounds great. I want his keycap removing fingertips. Macro tilt shift. Actually, would be really cool too. Damn. Okay, you know what? Maybe a macro something or other might be a fun little add-on or something. Let me really think about this. But I think I am going to order at least 1 camera body tonight. Just to have it. Because I don't want to risk it for the biscuit anymore for this, you know. Alrighty, let's start assembling this PCB. You guys are giving me some really cool ideas right now. Macro tilt shift sounds fun. I don't even know how to do that. That's the crazy part. Get one of those earwax things with the camera built in. Oh, for the keyboard? I thought you meant for my ears. You can just have a really tall tripod in your room and tilt shift setup. Ooh, I don't know if I have a way to do that though. That would require a really long cable run, and I've noticed with the really long cables for image capture like that, it's kind of like weird. Alright. Oh, already noticed a problem here. I made a boo-boo on this stabilizer. Put something in backwards. A macro probe lens. I saw, who was it who has one? I think Random Frank P has one. Alright, which one is it that's not plugged in correctly here? This one. Uh-huh. I think Random Frank P's content's cool. I've always thought his content's really cool. I looked up to him for a long time too. When I was, even before content, I thought his channel and just his aesthetic of stuff was really, really awesome. Neon uses one, and I think, doesn't Simon also have, dude, did I do 2 backwards? I think Simon also uses a macro lens, right? Simon has a lot of cameras though. I don't even know how his cameras work on the computer that well. How's we gonna know what cool tech is under 20 bucks? Yes, sir. Actually, I loved his room setup stuff tours. Those like ones where he would look at other submissions. I thought those were really fun. A lens meant for probing. There you go. By the way, guys, I don't know why this just came up in my mind. I watched the Broly movie today. I've been lubing switches like mad, just getting stuff prepped for the holidays, so I don't have to like spend a day I don't feel like lubing switches. Holy shit, that movie is crazy good, dude. The animation, bro, honestly, at one point I think my mouth was just like, like just watching this thing, like holy shit, why couldn't all the episodes be like that? That was an insanely good movie, dude. So good. So cool. I was blown away. Bro, the movie is all about throwing hands. So fun. You know what's crazy is I'm watching the movie, right? And then I remember I'm like, dude, holy shit. How much time has gone by? And it was like an hour and 10 minutes. And I'm like, no way an hour and 10 minutes have gone by already. But now I'm watching the superhero movie, I think. And then I think I'm done. Or do I have to watch Dama? I think that's the last thing I actually need to watch, but I've been told that's kind of like optional. I'm probably just going to watch it anyways. And then I can start new stuff. I was hoping to get the DK one at least before Christmas break, but it looks like we're probably not going to get even Jan. GDK is dropping the ball continuously with several delays at this point. Are they being good with communication with the delays, though? Unfortunately, delays happen. But as long as they're communicating things and it makes sense... You have to watch JoJo. I will watch that next, okay? I don't think I want to watch anything else next, because I'm pretty sure I'm caught up. The only thing I want to watch is Plurbius, but I'm not in a rush. Still waiting for stabs? I thought they said that they're not going to wait for stabs anymore. I thought that was the case with that. Let me test the stabilizers too. Make sure everything's good. Have you seen Haikyuu or Jujutsu Kaisen? I've seen all of those and Chainsaw Man. I'd like to catch up with Jujutsu Kaisen, but I'm also like... I don't know what it is. Like, I'm not like super pressed to watch it either, if that makes sense. Daima is technically part of the canon, but it doesn't really flow with the story. I've heard it's like its own thing. I don't know. Was it good though? I think that's like, is it entertaining? That's like the main concern I probably have. Let me just get Sloth now. Where's my Sloth set? Because if it's not good, I don't really want to watch it. Just keep modding switches. I can already tell you though that Dragon Ball superhero movie looks ridiculous. I don't like the art style at all. It's like 3D animated type thing. Like it looks so different from the rest of this stuff. But I'm open-minded. Maybe it's gonna be good. Little ticking on the left, so I gotta tune that up. And let's try all the other stabs here. Symbiote on the brown? Do you think it would look good? I don't know. Yes? What do you guys think? It would, yes. But you gotta do Sloth. Well, I'm open-minded. Wild but willing to hear it out. I'm open-minded, like I'm not locked into Sloth, but Sloth is overdone? My poor Sloth, he didn't hear that. Symbiote will make it look like Napolitan. Oh, like the ice cream. Hikobo Nama. Which one's that one? Ban that guy? Poor Sloth Deep Field? Dude, who picked up that Deep Field set on novelties? I saw they found a Deep Field set. Who picked that up? I'm so curious. By the way, these are Milky Yellows done with the Kairi Springs or Kairi Springs and 205. Oh, and Desky films. My last pack of Deskies. I found a random pack today. I don't have to bug you about your deep field. Oh, you got it? That's dude, congratulations on that. I am shocked. That thing went so quick. I think like so many of those things went so quick. Actually, let's see. Gmail. Oh no, not Gmail. Novel key. Where's my novel keys link? Oh no, not. There it is. Okay. I'm clicking like everything. Is there even anything left? There is a Bento 2, a Bingsu base, Terrible, or is that Terrible? No, just Terror. Track Day. I'm surprised Track Day hasn't gone. Holy shit, everything. Rewind's still there. The Key Cult number 165 Extended's there, which is a beautiful Key Cult number 1. B-Stock. Oh, Dots. I feel like Dots. I'm not surprised Dots hasn't sold because there was a lot of Dot sets. But wow, everything else is gone. Holy shit. Oh, there's a Hazakura base too. There is a Hazakura one if you guys like pink. Okay, dude. I was telling Mike this. I was actually debating, I was waffling on the idea of getting panels. And I was like, you know what? Maybe. And I clicked it, put it to cart, and it was like an error. And I'm like, okay, well, I guess it's sold out now. That's crazy. I just wasn't sure if I wanted it. Honestly, hindsight, probably better I didn't get it, just because of other things that have popped up now. Probably better. I really wish I got the katakana base of Fuji, not gonna lie. Yeah, those things went off the shelf quick, dude. Question here. Sometimes you comment on how you think a certain switch would sound great in a certain board, like long pulls or certain switch materials. Can I ask how about the thought process behind that? I wish there was a more scientific answer, but it's really just experience. So sometimes I look at a board and if I see the mounting style is, first of all, I look at the mounting style. And if, for example, if the mounting style is a bit more, it has a bit more give or it's a bit more bouncy, that's kind of my signal to be like, all right, I know for the most part, a long pull switch will probably sound fantastic in that because it's not as stiff, right? So the board doesn't have to absorb as much impact, which create as much sound. It's not 100, like you can still get regular full travels to sound really good, but that's kind of just what I'm thinking, you know? And then when I look at a board and let's just say it's an O-ring, you know, dropping, usually I'm like, yeah, full travel or a long pull will sound good. Past just looking at the mounting style, which I've kind of gotten acquainted with, is I look at what's inside the board. You know, there's definitely that as well, but it's really, I would say like 90% of it's looking at the mounting style and the plate that you end up picking. But I've definitely been wrong in the past. These are just usually guesses that I make. Ah, no worries, Aka. I appreciate it, man. Just want to be learned. Oh, dude, you flatter me, bro. You flatter me. Absolutely flatter me. How's my top-down camera? Is it dead yet? We're looking okay. Yesterday it scared the shit out of me when it turned purple on stream. Simon has a sound science sheet that includes switches. Wonder how accurate it is. Oh gosh. I maintain a chart for dude. Yeah, check out Keep Science's stuff too. Good guy. Good guy. I mean, it's Simon, so is it super biased? Is it secretly super biased? God, I love Simon for that. The coffee looks so good on this GMK copper. Wait, what happened? Sorry? Oh, for GMK copper. Yeah, copper would look great on this too. Are you guys sure you guys want Symbiote on this? Should we do a poll? Let's do Keycap. Keycap set. Symbiote or Sloth? We'll do 3-minute poll. 3 quick minutes. Norse? Trust? That'd be interesting, I guess. Nah, let's just do these two. Let's just pick between the two of these. Just because I know where both these sets are, I think. Get in there. The one that loses wins. No. Actually, yeah, Norse sounds good. I don't know where Norse is right now, though. I wasn't planning on using Norse. For the Nama rebuild on the weekend, by the way, I'm most likely going to use cherry switches, but I also have a set of diamond switches that I think are nice, that would probably sound good on that. But I don't know, we'll see. I think Chladni might be a little too burgundy for this. I want to think. Look how good that looks, dude. Sloth needs a vacation? I swear you find keyboards and sets under your bed and couch and shit. No. I actually keep everything in one room, basically. Have you ever tried ball bearing switches? Yes. I think KBD Fans is releasing a round 2 of that soon. I think so. Did you get Boulder? It might be somewhere in a box. I did order it. I just don't know which box it is in. Thing is, to be completely honest with you guys, a few people ordered keycaps to my PO box, and then I also ordered a personal set, and there's like 4 or 5 sets. I just don't want to open all the boxes right now, but it's probably there. That'll be fun for a day when I finally get to it, but there's just a lot of like random parts right now sitting in my like inbox. So all right, let's open this thing up. They're on pre-order right now for rollers. Yeah, I like the roller switches. I mean, I tried the roller switches when they first came out, and they were fantastic, so gotta say, they were pretty good. So we have 4 screws on the back of this. You know, this little Thunderbolt's kind of cute. Norse, let's see, hold on. I don't think Norse is on this board still, though, because that was 9 months ago. Was that the last time I used it? Okay, I will... Let me unscrew the board, and then, because Sloth won this, maybe if I can find Norse, we'll do another vote, okay? We'll do another vote after this or something, okay, guys? Give me a moment, though. If you could get any keyboard and just one, what would it be? Let me show you guys. The keyboard that I think I would get again. Trying to find it. I'm trying to find it. Hold on. Oh, this is not the thing I wanted at all. It was this one. Let me show you guys. This would be the keyboard I would get again. This was a keyboard I actually owned. It was a Guild Wars faction keyboard. It was the coolest thing. It had a whole dedicated thing for Guild Wars, and it had a split space bar, and you could take out this and reorganize things. It was actually ahead of its time. Let me be real with you guys. And the best part about it was I played a shit ton of Guild Wars, and this was just so good for it. But I did own this. I did own this for a brief period of time. That shit is crusty. It's not mine. I didn't take this photo, but I did own this board. Not this particular one, but you know, you get the idea. It's hideous, but I can see the use for it. Yeah, imagine now if Arc Raiders, Arc Raiders, if you want to work together, if Arc Raiders made a dedicated keyboard for their game, and it kind of did one of these, and was more modernized. How cool would that be? Arc Raiders does not need this for many keybinds. You just aren't playing hard enough, Adam. You're not playing on the same level that I'm playing. You know what? Skill diff. Skill diff. Oh, wrong thing. Wait. Where the fuck is my window capture? Here it is. Skill diff, dude. Yeah, noob. I just started playing. It does have some keybinds. Who made that? Zboard, I think that was the name. Zboard.com, but I don't think that's a brand anymore. But it was called the Zboard. Bro, I'm telling you, that shit was ahead of its time. They also had other ones. I think there was like actually, there was other ones. I just don't remember which ones they were. Zboard. They had a World of Warcraft one. Let's see. I mean, here, I'll just show you guys. Window capture. They had... Yeah, look at this. I remember this too. Holy shit, this is old. They had like this one here where you can do like a gaming thing on the side and you can just move things around. It was all interchangeable. They had, what's this? A StarCraft one. This is a Warcraft one. Oh yeah, they had this too, the Merc. I remember this. Where you could basically play your games on the side and you had this like different layout and you get your standard keyboard. I'm telling you guys, it was really cool. Yeah, like look at this. Look how neat this is. Oh, hold on 1 second. Ugh. All right. What keyboards are doing nowadays? This shit is specialized. Dude, I'm telling you, it's super cool. It's super duper cool. I really like it. 500 is a rough estimate. The water is so good, bro. Dude, if we did a folding keyboard with the same layouts, how sick would that be? How sick would that be, guys? I'm telling you, Lightning Bolt just screams Norse 2. Okay, wait. Let me get there. 1 second, boys. 1 second. Do I need to open this up? Anything else? No, but I need to figure out where all these force breaks go. You been watching Peanut? I haven't really been consuming much YouTube because I've been watching Dragon Ball. So, not really. I love Peanut though. I think he's freaking hilarious, but I guess people just want to watch Alex flinch at using a blue... Oh, maybe a little bit. Hold on, let me see. Was there a recommendation for where these force break stickers are supposed to go, or do I just kind of put these wherever I want? I don't know. Hold on, guys. Should I? Am I the only one who can't understand a word Peanut says? Really? Shit, I actually don't know where we should put these stickers. Does this go here? But where does this screw in? Oh, I guess this is supposed to go on the top frame. I guess. This other screw hole here, I don't think is for anything. I guess. Close enough. Yeah. You know what, though? I feel like... Did I bring my tweezers upstairs? Alright, that makes sense. It's just like to pin the tail on the donkey. A little bit, I think. I think I'm doing pretty good. I'm super excited. I bought the Atelier Heaven 65 on Mech Market. It came today. Brand new destroyed box. The board itself is fine. Okay. Yeah, dude, that's always it's always a feeling when the box comes in destroyed. It is indeed quite the feeling, huh? Keyboard modding? Dude, I think we should go back to folding layouts like the Zboard. Another dream keyboard of mine. Hold on, let me find you guys the other dream keyboard. One moment. damn, I don't remember what it was called. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Okay. This was the other one that was a slight, not dream keyboard per se, but it was a keyboard that was, I mean, it was interesting. Do you guys remember the Optimus Maximus? It was a keyboard in which had individual screens, essentially what a modern day Stream Deck is. But do you guys remember this? You know how badly I wanted one of these? I wanted this thing so bad. Oh wait, was there a Keycap thread on this? Oh yeah. But yeah, it was interchangeable LEDs. Yeah, I guess this is someone talking about it. It's cool. I don't even know what happened to this board. I don't even know if this board ever launched. My friend had this board? Okay, so it did launch, I guess. I had no clue it even launched. This looks and sounds like an April Fool's Day joke. You know what, man? I think it was cool as hell. I gotta say, sometimes silly ideas make... It was $1,600? What the frick? Maybe that's why I never got it. Oh, Jesus, dude. Did you see Rabbit's new board? I saw the little teaser thing for it. Also, this. Gotta figure out this thing now. It was like $2K? Jeez. Alright, well, I didn't know it was that expensive. How does this work? I thought this was a blocker for the LED, but does this just go here or something? I'm actually not sure how this particular piece works. Oh, is this supposed to sit? Oh, I think this is supposed to sit inside here. Wait, was it? I don't know what this little piece of foam is for. I thought it was supposed to... Oh, wait, I think it is an LED blocker. Oh, well, I was thinking maybe it was supposed to put it in here. I guess I can still do that, right? I can just slide it in. I guess. Bit of an odd way to do that, but I guess that makes sense. What's this one? No, there's no instructions. I don't know if it'll be able to slide in. You could do an SLI of 4 GPUs back then for the cost of a keyboard. Don't remind me, man. Let that one there. Let that memory just be a fading memory. Let's see if I can get this in now. There we go. Peak gaming. Yeah, world seemed different then, huh? Goes around the Switch, probably like the Wraith 60. Alrighty. Now we can plug it all in and use the gaskets actually before we do anything here. So we're using no foam. If the keyboard absolutely needs foam, we can redo it, but I'm hoping. I don't know how you guys feel. I still think the mark of a good keyboard, a good custom keyboard in the $300 plus price range, even $200 price range, should mean, in some sort of sense, unless I'm told otherwise, it should sound good with and without foam. Should being the keyword. You know, I'd hope so. I'm gonna put all the gaskets for now. I think you get more value out of your board. If that was the case. You want it to sound, you know, good. How's my day been? Been good. Could be better. You know. How about you? Even the Neo? I think the Neos sound good with both. I don't think the Neos really have to worry about it. The Neos are pretty solid keyboards. Actually, this is rather pretty. Foam should be an option for sound change, not a necessity to make a decent sound. I'm on board with that usually. I think that's my usual sentiment. I'm with you, Cyber. I think the only exception to that rule, like I said, usually, is if a designer states their intent, that, hey, I just made this to sound good with foam, then I think that's fine too, but it doesn't make the opinion that it should sound more or less good with both any less valid. Oh wait, I need these screws. I mean, I don't know the exact year, but I did have 4 480 GTXs. 4 480s. That's crazy. Yeah. Fun times, man. Fun times. I remember some of the computers I built growing up. Like, I don't think they were great parts, but man, I had the biggest case on the block, bro. It was crazy. Okay, let me see if I have Norse available, and if I do have Norse available, actually that looks really good. I will let you guys vote. I do, but hold on a second. I thought I gave away that particular Neo board. Give me one moment, guys. I'm like 90% positive I did, but I could be wrong. Sure, I gave away that board, so the only place it could be is if I put it inside a box. If that's specific. Yeah, I don't know where it is at the moment, so let's just stick with Sloth. Unfortunately, I don't think I have Norse fully available at the moment. Unless I moved it to another board? Just out of like personal time stuff? I don't know. Did I? I don't see it. Yeah, I don't think I have it available, guys. Yeah, it's not there. It's okay. I'll leave it out. I'll try to find it for next time. We'll use it next stream or something. We fought hard for you, Norse? Yeah. You guys did. You fought valiantly. Alrighty. Let's put on Sloth. Let me get the rest of Sloth here on this board. I still think our choice today will look good, though. What's the price for this board? The starting price was 180 something. Let me quickly find it. I don't remember off the top of my head though. Soul65 group by info. Prices are 184 for the aluminum version, and then 310 for the brass version, 325 for copper. I think this will look good. I think it'll look good with sloth on it. This, I believe, is the aluminum one. This does not feel like brass or copper. This is really light, so. Well, actually, it's not super light, but it's not. It's definitely not brass or copper. I think sloth look good on this. I know it's the boring choice, but. I still think it looks good. You know? Like, look at this. Pretty solid looking. This is an interesting board. You know, I have to give it to them, and I have to applaud people that do different things. I like stuff like this. Like, this is really fun because I've never seen a board do... I've seen boards do this, like, inner frame, but just to kind of mill it out like this and kind of curve it inwards. I think this is a fun look to the top case. Even these little LEDs, at first I wasn't too sure how I feel about them, but you know, I don't mind them being there. Kind of gives the board some character. And I actually really like the squared shape of this with the really thick bezels on the side over here too. I do. I really, really like that. I don't think the rest matches the top too much. Yeah, it does have like this curve and then more sharp corners, but you know, in a way, my brain is like, even though it doesn't match, it kind of likes the asymmetry of it, I guess. Alex, do you also hate the Blue Men group? Oh my god, because blue. Dang man, if it was a 60, I would have copped. Damn, are you guys more 60s or 65? Be honest. Be honest with me right now. 60 or 65? You have to pick one right this instant. Adam, you want to run a poll actually? Might be easier to look at. It's kind of split. I'd be very curious to see who would win that. Very curious. FRL TKLs are quite nice. Keep posting numbers, people. He has to count. Oh gosh. Speaking of 60s, Oblique just shipped from Bowl. Yes, sir. He was telling me about that. Very, very fun. Poll's up, by the way, guys. Poll is up. Damn. Adam really threw in the neither option. FRL 1800 is nicer. FRL 1800 is nice too. I mean, FRLs in general, they're kind of a vibe. I ain't gonna lie, dude. In my HHKB 60s arc, speaking of the word arc, the new arc's coming out soon, I believe, right? The arc mature, although I don't know if it's going to be called that anymore, so I've been told. It might switch its naming scheme, thank goodness. The arc mature just sounds ridiculous. It sounds ridiculous, dude. Finally, the arc mature. I just got my float, Flow AT, my first AT board earlier this week. Apparently those sold out pretty quick. You know they're only changing it because you made fun of it on stream? Bro, if that's actually the case, there ain't no way, dude. There ain't no way. Besides, I think that calling it the arc mature is kind of weird. What's matured about it? It's a different board. Like, they just changed the weights and stuff. It's not like it grew up, like, spiritually or anything. Oh, it's stupid for sure? There ain't no way they're changing it just because of me, dude. If they are, then I feel weird about that. It's got class. Ain't no way they're doing that just because of me, dude. That's crazy. You don't know that? It has a thick bottom now, so it's called the Arc Mature. How about we call it the Arc Thicky? How about that? Who's the vendor for this board again? Kibu and Keyspensary. Like mature wine. It sounds pretentious, IMO. It's just a V2. Yeah. So it's okay. I do think, though, the Arc board is... Dude, I'm very excited for that one. The Arc 60 was so good when that came out. And I still think it's such a good board. I think that board slaps. Where did I put the slots? Oh, I put it back. We have a tie on the pole. We do, as per usual. What else is new? As per the usual. Everyone, remember to posture check, please, and spank you. Wait, let me tune up the left side of the space bar just a smidge. Just a little bit here. Also, guys, the next giveaway is at, when did I say that was? 270? 270 for the QK65 Mark III. Please and spank you. For posture checking, please. Everyone posture check. It's good for us. It's good for us. I promise. No, thank you. Can you check my last message? It's very funny. Or I'm very funny. Let's see. Can you ask the designer if you have to freeze this one too? Yeah, that was crazy that I had to do that. Okay. That was indeed kind of weird.
Posture check alarm. Posture check Jarl if you don't want zapping arms.
Zapping arms? Huh? Excuse me? Why is our arms being zapped? How do you compare the, or how did the Secret 65 compare to the Key 65? The Secret had a slightly bassier overall tonality, I'd say. The Key was a little bit sharper in some areas. Overall, I think both boards were good. The Key has a bit more character in the way it looks, for sure. But I think, obviously, like, this goes both ways. You might want the more simple board, being the Secret. But I do think, value-wise, you're probably getting more out of the Secret. Like, you really are, actually. Not I think. You are getting a little bit more out of the Secret. So, if value matters, then I think you are going to be happier with your purchase there. That's the wrong profile for that page down. This is a fixed 6.25U when you go hot swap. I'm actually not sure about the solder PCB because there's no information on it. I would hope and assume we get some options on the solder, including things like ISO support, stuff like that, but I really don't know. They didn't give us any info there. I'm guessing once the group buy kicks off, they'll probably give us info. Yeah, the board looks good. Honestly, this is kind of very different from what Kibu, and I feel like even Keyspensary would normally run. But I do think there's a, you know, regardless, I think this is a pretty cool looking board. Yeah, okay. I don't mind this at all. This is nice. The RGB's kind of, it's there, definitely. You know, it adds something to it. It adds a little bit of something. I don't mind it at all. That actually looks pretty cool. Yeah. No LED bleed at all, which is great. Kind of just keeps it all on the side there. Yeah, this is cool. What do you guys think? Yeah, it's cute. I really like the top frame on this. That looks super good. I even like seeing a little bit of that darker brown in the seam here. That looks nice too. Cool. That is a good question. I will double check in VIA. Let me see. Let's see if this loads up in VIA. Maybe Vial. Let's see Vial. It definitely, the side profile has a bit of a Key65. Nothing loads up yet, but this is a prototype board, so, I mean, sometimes I feel like sometimes these boards load up towards the end. But, you know, keep that in mind with your purchasing decision, too. It is a non-wireless board, so I don't see why this wouldn't load up in the future. Not all boards are instant when they're prototypes, though. Sometimes they take a while to, like, pull in, but shall we see what it sounds like with Milky Yellow's aluminum plate, all the gaskets installed? I like the alphas already. I do want to open this up just to take out those two gaskets just to see if it does anything different, but I like the overall sound signature on this. Ooh, it's comfy to type on too. You can feel the gaskets a little bit underneath the spacebar, like it's a bit of a firm spacebar. Let's take it apart and just take out those gaskets. You know, guys, let me just go over all the sound again for you here. Wow, actually sounds... This is the all alu version too. It sounds pretty good, man. You know what? There is no resonance I'm hearing at all. I know some people like resonance and some people find it very tasteful. I do on certain occasions as well, but this is like a very clean sound signature. Why do you connect the board when doing sound tests? I have... well, I'm also just typing in Notepad, just random sentences. But also, I had someone one time tell me that boards sound different when it's plugged in. And to prove a point, I started plugging them in. And it's just become a habit. So, dude, people will say anything, though. What do I know? That is not real. Hey man, I actually had to ban someone on one of my channels today because they were saying some nonsensical stuff and they were leaving comments on like every video I've made criticizing the way I've built the board. It was down to the way I use my brush when I'm lubing stabs. So it was like nonsensical. Who was it? I don't remember the guy's name, but it was a really long username. It was like Anonymous Hippo, some other animal thing mixed in there. I don't know. It was strange, bro. You're not building boards right? You're too handsome? Oh my goodness. It wasn't Hippio. I actually love Hippio. He's a good guy. That was my old account. Nah, I like the gaskets better. I think they're impacting the sidewalls now. Oh, I had a feeling that might happen. Yeah, we have to put the gaskets back in. It's hitting. I can hear it hitting the side. Oh well, not a big deal. I will say though, nice, very nice. would sound better with 7U. Sounds like it's rattling without. Yeah, I think it's hitting or impacting something. Yeah, okay. I mean, dude, I love this. This is great. Great little project here. I'm gonna tune up the stabs just a little bit more as well while we put this back in here. One little smidge more hit of lube here. You're being nonsense with all the good takes on your fixed layouts and spacebar and gasket placements. Thanks, man. I love being nonsensical. Let's put that back on now. I don't think this case screws are long enough. As long as the notebook doesn't come out good, we good. Yeah. I love nautical nonsense. Hippio Tech? No, it wasn't Hippio. Honestly, I love talking to that guy. I haven't got to talk to him in a little while. Should probably wish him well for the holidays. But how'd you become so talented at explaining things for us? Adam. Adam taught me a lot. For real, on God. Yeah, dude, this sounds great. Okay, this has a very clean sound signature. Like I hear like zero resonance. Also, this is impressive considering this is all aluminum too. Yeah, so this is 185. Is that right? Am I reading that? Let me like double check. $185 for aluminum frame version, which again, this is the aluminum frame because it's all anodized. This has a force break to it. Yeah, it came with the stickers. I put them in already. I gotta say, nice little project here. It has been force broken, yeah. Damn. Well, technically not even 185. It's 184, but. Damn. Yeah, cable's plugged in now. Time for a better sound test, guys. Can you change those RGB lights? I don't know if we can. Yes. Looks like there's some different modes and effects. Cool. The red honestly looks wicked. Yeah, the red's pretty cool on it. I kind of like this like fading one. Like this breathing one here. Damn. Nice. Very nice. I have I don't think I have anything bad to say. This is a overall good project. I don't have anything bad to say. Maybe aesthetically, like, I mean, it really doesn't even matter. The make it happen on the front is kind of whatever, but no notebook today. That's gonna be my new thing. Whenever something really pisses me off, I do notebook. There's nothing here, no. The mounting points maybe are the only thing that could be slightly improved on. They're right here and here. The spacebar sounds good, so we can agree. It's a nice poppy loud spacebar. But I do feel it, like in my thumb when I'm typing. Maybe that's a comfort topic. I would maybe just move them right over here at the very least and give this spacebar some room to kind of like do its thing. My only concern is I'm not sure if there's enough room underneath everything, and I don't know if that would cause everything to bow downwards, cause it to flex too much. But I would say, like maybe that's my only criticism. Enough room. God damn it. But it's only slightly stiff. I've definitely had a space bar with fixed mounting points underneath that have been way tougher to type on. Because I definitely didn't say rum, okay? This guy, dude. Is there possible to see the after taxes for shipping on their website? I don't think it's live yet. Vendors for this are Kibu and Keyspensary. And then Kibu did say if you order from them and you're from the US, they'll take care of tariffs. So, also pretty good. Alex, you're the goat man. I wish we can all be in the same room. Okay, you know what, guys? Roof? I don't know. You tell them what it's all about. Okay, you know what, guys? It said that on the page, yeah. So they said, I'll read it again for you guys, word for word. For U.S. orders purchased from Kibu, we will cover U.S. customs duty fees. This means no additional charges will be passed on to you for these orders. So at $185 plus they're covering that, and really the only thing you're paying for is shipping. And then if you wanted to upgrade to the brass or copper, obviously it's more, but that's pretty good. This is going to be an unlimited group buy too, and they're saying lead time until 2026 Q2. Kibu's been pretty good. I've only seen slight delays from Kibu, never huge major ones. So the Chinque is a nice board, man. I say rough. Hold on, hold on 1 second. 1 sec, guys, 1 sec. At the very least, and give this spacebar some room to kind of like do its thing. Bro, I said room, okay? I didn't say rum. Right over here, at the very least, and give this spacebar some room to kind of like do its thing. Right over here, at the very least, and give this spacebar some room to kind of like do its thing. You guys really gonna do that to me? I definitely did not say rum. Okay, do you blame Tim? Oh my god. Alex, in all seriousness, thank you for dedicating your time into this hobby and make it another amazing year of content. Thank you, man. The feeling's mutual and we're all grateful for you. Thank you, Mamba. I appreciate that, man. I'm going to try. More content's coming soon. Honestly, I'm kind of slowing down a little bit for the holidays anyways. Not going into details just because details are unimportant for this, but a lot of stuff's been going on for December. I'll be real with you guys. It feels like maybe too much stuff. Both personal life and work-wise, and I'm really tired. It's not so much that I need a break type thing. I'm just like, I just wish...
Oh no, I joined so late. I hope you have
Thank you,
enough
Bird.
rum for me here.
Oh my god. I just wish December just like takes a fucking breather. That's all. So I think I've been also slowing down as a result. I'm not, don't hate it. I'm happy to slow down just because I think we kind of need to sometimes in life. But any 60s on the horizon? Was there any 60s we're doing? I'm not positive, but I know I'm making a 60 with Bull. Probably next year though. December does need to chill out, not temperature wise, but attitude wise. Oh man. Name it the Rum 60. Special edition rum color. Are you going to be building a Garen? A Garen, yes. I think, what's first I'm doing? The Vela? The Vela first? I can't remember which board I'm doing first from Mr. Bowl. Oh yeah, Atomic. I agree with you there. We've definitely been streaming a lot. Give yourself some time, whatever it takes. I think it's just going to be like slowing down on some of the extras. The streaming I can definitely do. I love streaming. It gives me energy. But I think it's some of the extra stuff that I probably won't do as much for the month of December. Like I think for the next like maybe 2 or 3 weeks, I'm probably just going to do like my normal. And then I'll probably go back full swing in January. I think I just got to like, slow down. Show us the F1. You guys want to see it now? Oh, I already showed you guys. Already took it out of the box. Nothing wrong with slowing down? Mm-hmm. I want to see it. Okay, I'll go get it for you guys. I'll go get the F1 really quick for you guys. Ugh. Let's see. Where did I put this bad boy? This year was busy. I feel like there were a ton of keywords, man. Also, are you up to do our end of the year roundup? Yeah, that's gonna be the only extra thing I probably do. But that might even happen in like February or January, just because I want actual, like, I want to record that nicely. No, Keep Science, I can't figure it out. I like inspected it after that stream that we did. I could not figure out what made this B stock. Stream break will be January 8th to 15th. It looks so good, dude. Yeah, I don't know. I can't figure out what makes it B stock. Whatever, though. I'm happy for this one. All right, though, guys. I am going to head off here because I'm going to figure out cameras to buy. And most likely pull the trigger on one camera tonight. Did Wuche ask you to rebuild the Nama with switches meant for the F1? No, I'm not using. I'm not using that batch of cherries I've done for this one here. I don't know what I'm using for the Nama rebuild. Wuche didn't ask me to do anything. They were. I was talking to them about it, and then I offered. I was like, you know what? A lot of people have been asking. I'll just do another stream. But I mean, I still stand by everything I said about the Nama. Which honestly wasn't even that harsh of criticism. It was just a lot of, hey, these things don't work. Which I was happy when I showed him your post. Oh, the re-stream one, Eamon? Like me doing another stream on Sunday? Can you convince them to send me a board as a watch person? Oh, shit. I mean, if we get to keep that one there, I'm pretty sure we do. I might be giving that away, so the Nama might be a giveaway. Maybe. Another page in the notebook? Well, I don't think I'm going to be reviewing it in that sense. Well, we'll take another look at it. Here's what I've been told by other people, too, about the Nama, right? Which, you know, I'll go over all this, too. But, like, from what I've heard from some other people, too, everyone is recommending using the phone. Which, it's kind of a double-edged sword. I actually, again, to pull it out right now, like, I don't think the Nama sounds bad in its current state. A lot of people have been, like, I've been hearing a lot of feedback saying it sounds awful. With the few fixes that I made, which aren't crazy big fixes, I really don't think this sounds terrible. I don't think that sounds bad. And this was during the stream. Like, I haven't touched it since the stream. So some people were like really upset that it didn't sound good. But I think they're focused more on when I was building it and before we did like the little force break underneath. So I'm just going to rebuild it with some different switches with all the foam. And I've been told by so many people, like, that's what I'm supposed to be doing for the board. I don't agree, but we're going to do it anyways. We're just going to do it. I think that at this caliber of price, I should be able to build it however I want. And it should not sound good, but it should be completely acceptable, which I think it's acceptable. But some people are dead set that this sounds terrible, so I don't know. Just the cork, that's all I have. How does it sound without the keycaps? Pretty good. Yeah, you know, it is what it is, though. Can't please everyone. Feels like a money grab at best. I gotta be honest, guys. I think this board here is for a specific type of person. And I think the marketing for this board... You know, I think the marketing for this board just needs, like, it needs a redo. I think it's, like, too luxury-based. And I think the marketing is kind of what's also souring people's taste. Is it a good product? It's okay. Is it a good value? No. Is it gonna beat your Neo boards? Like in terms of sound and feel? Probably not. You know, he's not safe. No, I'm totally safe. Not a money grab price isn't even too crazy. What happened? Sorry, Maddie. Not a money grab price isn't even too crazy. It's a luxury price without the luxury look. I'm with you on that. I think I'm with you on the luxury look parts. You know what I mean? It doesn't have that. I think this sound profile, if this had some refinements in certain areas, would be nicer. But I also think what sours some of the, and I think they're already working on it from what I heard too, is the plate problem. We had a lot of plate issues. Like, I don't know. I like aspects of the board. We talked about this on stream. Like, I love the curves on the side. These curves are crazy nice. And I know this is not easy to do. I love that. But then again, like, there are certain other aspects of the board when it comes to its physical appearance that I'm like, now it kind of clashes. You know, like the logo. This could have been smaller. It's too big. It kind of makes like the whole board feel like a little bit cheaper now because the logo. The bezels on this, they're a little too thick. I feel like this should have been its own piece. Which, by the way, I saw a photo without this cage on top of it. It looks really nice. This cage, I feel like, whatever this is, the actual rotating knob part, kind of kills the look a little bit. But yeah, like again, I think it has that chunky look, and I think people will like that chunky look, but not my style, but I can see what it was going for. Yeah, and that's what I mean. Like I'm on that page, Patty, where it's like, for me, aesthetically, there's something off a little bit about it. That's not my personal taste. That's not quite that luxury look that I'm going for. If I had to get something that's luxurious, you know? So it's not quite there. And I'm not the right person to tell you, hey, do this and it'll look better. So what did Calamity think of it, given that she loved the Mammoth? She didn't have much time on this board yet, but I know when I showed her, she thought this was nuts. Like, she thought this was, like, cool nuts. But I think she mentioned that it was just too heavy. Which it is. It's very heavy. Like, if you're someone who moves around your keyboard a lot, it is extremely heavy. Like, this, grabbing this and moving around and sliding around is kind of a pain in the ass. So I like the look of the board except for the clock/knob. Yeah, and you know, that's another thing that I gotta say too, right? We mentioned this. They should have offered a version without this. They should have just done, hey guys, you know what? Here's the bare bones version. Put a screen there, for Christ's sake. Put something else there. But they should have done something else with that. I agree. I like the look of the knob, not the rest of it. I mean, and this is kind of like the beauty of it, right? We all have different tastes and preferences. So ultimately, though, it seems like people have kind of made their decision publicly, which by all means, you have the right to do so. A lot of people have voiced, I would say, like, moderate dislike for the overall look. I don't agree with the sound take. I think a lot of people saying this board sounds bad. I don't think it sounds bad. I think it's preference, and it doesn't have the characteristics of a bad sounding board. I think it sounds fine. It sounds good. It's preference based though. Totally preference based. Do I like that sound? It's okay. Maybe we'll like it more when we try some other switches, but that's not my go-to sound. You guys know my go-to sound. It's more like clacky and poppy. But yeah, anyways, that's my take on that. So the hot take to thing down on the board, put the knob on the right side of the board. Like this side or this? Sorry. Like the right side is in the actual right, or like the right is in the correct? Just not my taste, too bulky? I agree. Sorry, left side? Yeah, I think the knob on the left side makes a lot more sense. But yeah, anyways, that's pretty much the stream though, guys. Time for me to go figure out this camera nonsense. Time for me to figure out what the hell I have to do with this. So I will talk to you guys very soon. Let's go raid someone here. Diego is streaming. Let's go raid Mr. Diego. Oh, he's wearing a Teja sweater? God, he's so handsome in that. All right. Wait, did not want to copy paste? Oh, because this is not the copy paste button. This is. All right, guys. Have a good one. Say hi to Diego. I'm off for the night. Honestly. Oh, Keyrist got affiliated? I'll read her next time. But if you guys want to, go view Keyrist as well. Congrats on that for Keyrist. But yeah, you guys have a good one. Love you guys. Talk to you guys very soon. Sunday we'll be doing the Nama rebuild. Maybe if we have time, I'll do the Eve 65 on Sunday as well. Maybe I'll see if I can prep one extra set of switches in time for Sunday as well for that. But until then, love you guys and bye-bye. Take care.